Business Comm students, welcome back. Instructor Robertson here. It is 9/20/22, and we are starting week 5. Just a recap about week 4, which ended last night. I am working on getting all of the homework that has been handed in up in the grade book, and I am working on getting all of the midterms graded. Those will be graded by the end of the week. However, hopefully by the end of the day, I will have all of your midterms that have been submitted. I will have in the feedback that I have received those and received them on time. And so if you've submitted a midterm and if you've submitted your homework, then it should be located in the grade book by the end of the day. This week, we're going to be discussing informal versus formal communications and reports within a business setting. And we also have a discussion post this week. Plus, I wanted to let you know that one of our projects, the mock interview, or the mock interview questions project, I do have that up in course-specific resources, and I will talk a little bit more about that next week. But if you want to go ahead and look at that, and start thinking about your ideal job and how you might interview for that job. So that's how the questions work, and that is located in course-specific materials. Now this week, chapters 9 and 10. First, I have a short video on informal versus formal communication for you to watch. So click on that link, and that will introduce you into these two chapters, chapters 9 and chapters 10. Chapter 9, informal reports. So it's going to take that idea of informal versus formal communication at the business level and kind of give you a background. And then you're going to read about different types of reports that are then formulated in either an informal or formulated manner. So in the informal reports, you're going to be looking at some report functions, organizational strategies, writing styles. You're going to be looking at and understand the difference between different types of headings and formats. And you're going to be looking at how to prepare short informational reports that describe routine tasks, as well as looking at how to solve business problems through informal reports. And that's chapter 9. And then in chapter 10 you're going to be looking at how to use proposals in formal reports. And so here, you'll talk a little bit more, or you'll hopefully understand a little bit more about the importance, types, and components of informal versus formal proposals, and looking at how to prepare a formal report, as well as a request for proposal, RFP, and what organizations might send out, what type of organizations might send out a request for proposal, RFP. Identify the purposes and techniques of documentation in business reports, as well as the typical type of content you might find in a formal report. So those are the items for chapters 9 and 10. I do have a few review questions that are listed there under week 5. In the homework questions, chapters 9 and 10, I think I have a total of 10 questions, 5 from each, maybe 11 questions. There's also a discussion, so the homework is due to me by next Monday night, 11:59 p.m. There is a discussion post this week, and the discussion post is, I want to, let's see, I'm going to just click on that. So this is a discussion 3, and this is kind of setting you up for thinking about positions you've held, positions you might want to hold. So our project, which is going to be setting up interview questions, pretending you're a recruiter and you are hiring for a position that is your dream position, right? So you're going to be thinking about a job that you would like to have, maybe just your next job. And if you were the person doing the interviewing, what types of questions would you ask to find the best candidate, right? What types of probing questions would you ask? And so that is the interview project, which I do have listed under course resources. I will talk more about that project as well as the resume project next week. Those will be due in week 8, and the bulk of our week 8 work will be working on those. So this week, our discussion 3 is, I want to learn more about your current or former employment. Select a position you now hold or one that you've held in the past. If you have not been employed forever or for a long while. Maybe you have never been employed. Maybe you're fresh out of high school. Maybe you've never held a job, whatever it might be. Maybe you've been raising children. Maybe you are here from another country and you haven't had a job here in the U.S. It's okay. You can choose something on campus, something professional, a community organization to which you belong, something that you have done, that you have a connection to. And you can select an internship or something maybe where you volunteer, any of those types of things. Maybe you volunteer at a church. Maybe you've done some sort of work around town, whatever it might be. So your task is to write an informational memo report to your instructor, me, but you're going to use a discussion post to do that. So you're going to write in here, we're going to respond to this discussion, describing your, whatever that current or former employment was, internship, volunteer experience, whatever it might be, and your involvement, right? So say what it is, say what your involvement is, and then introduce the report by describing whatever the company or place is and whatever the type of product or service that it offers. A little bit about the organization's history and leadership. So like, is it something local? And you want to tell us how the company is run. Again, the total post is going to be 3 to 4 sentences. And then you're going to add your title and job responsibilities, including the skills you need or needed to perform the job. Then you're going to describe the value and the skills you gained from the experience. And so that is what your memo is going to be about. It's going to be about those items. It's a 3 to 4 sentences in length. Total, minimum. If you want to go more, that's fine. I really am looking for you. Don't put anything in here that, you don't want to reveal to the class because this is for the class. But you can talk about any type of job that you've had. Maybe you were in high school when you had a job. Maybe you recently had a job. Maybe you left a job and there were some issues there, or a job that you really liked. Maybe a business closed and you ended up losing a job because of that. So talk to me, but also to the class, because you're going to be writing like you're sending it to me, about the organization that you either work for or volunteered for, and some of your job responsibilities. Now, again, if you are having any issues with a discussion topic or you're not sure how it works, please reach out to me via text, via email, and I will help you navigate so that you can have a great discussion topic in a discussion post. So that discussion is due with your homework. So you have a discussion and a homework due this week, along with reading chapters 9 and 10. There's a video there for formal versus informal communication, so I need you to view that as well. And then review the 2 PowerPoints that go along with the chapters. So if you have questions for me, those things will be due next Monday night, 11:59 p.m. That's the 26th. I will have your midterm grades from your exams up by the end of the week because I have to have those due to the registrar, your midterm grade by Saturday. So look for those. I will also send an update then on Friday telling you, how that's all going and checking in on you as of Friday. So those are the items for this week. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you soon.